Hello and welcome back to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play production of Deadlands, Colony of the Damned. So, when last we left our valiant heroes, because that's what they sort of seem like after the last episode, they had been hired by the Banshee Defense Force, and they are on their way to a ship known as the Reckless, pardon me, to go all Armageddon, like the movie. They're going to take a nuke up to an asteroid named the Nemesis, which is going to impact into Banshee within the next day or so, and drop a nuke on it and then run like hell, hopefully getting away far enough. Oh, wait, no, they were given a trigger to pull. Yeah, so much for that dramatic task. So why don't we just hop right back in? You guys were standing outside the ship known as the Reckless, and you can fully comprehend why it's named the Reckless, because that appears to be how he flies it, how Captain Alquist flies it. And he's kind of stumbling there, looking all proud as he raises a hand to point out his ship that looks like something you would get from the recycling center and just kind of piece together. He says, let's get on aboard. I can fly us." And as he says that, the smell of alcohol just kind of permeates the air as he breathes out.
You mind maybe if I do that?
Oh, hey, hell no. You go right ahead and fly if you think you can. She's a mite
I got
touchy
this.
sometimes, but she'll take care of you. All right. As you board the ship, it is definitely well used, but has a surprisingly well cared for crew quarters. It does have one set of dual-linked light autocannons for weaponry. They are mounted on a turret on the front end of the ship, giving you a full forward firing arc. And that's pretty much the only weapons it has. But, I mean, it's still a decent-sized ship. It's a light freighter, capable of around 1,000 miles per hour in the atmosphere, which is pretty freaking fast. And as you sit down behind the well-worn, well-loved controls, looking around, go ahead and make I think it's piloting, isn't it?
I believe so.
Let me double check. Yes, piloting check.
Which I appear to have a D8 in.
Indeed.
It's as if you built a pilot.
I got a 7.
A 7.
Oh, wait.
And
We rolled wild dice on this, don't we?
yes.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
I mean, the 7 still stands, but I didn't roll my D6. I was looking to see if I got an ace of some kind. I didn't. I forgot what game we were playing.
Oh. So
Still a 7.
Still a 7. All right. So it only takes you a moment or two. You figure out the controls and you start lifting her off the pad. You aim for orbit, and as everybody's all settled in and seated and ready to go, you burn for the black. And it only takes about 10 minutes or so to get a nice smooth ride up into outer space. And then you set the coordinates in that you were given. The nuke is safely stored in the cargo bay at the moment. And let me pull up my book here. You guys have several hours before you're going to be there.
I don't see a nuke in the cargo bay.
I did not put it on the ship.
Okay. Making sure we weren't leaving something out, but I did notice there are some suits for when we have to set the nuke.
Oh, you
Indeed.
get to see a cool ship?
Yeah, I'll drop the ship out here where everybody can see it.
Oh, Mike was just commenting on it, and I'm like, I don't see anything.
Oh, you don't see the actor in the Heroic Spacers folder?
Yeah, it's under our characters.
Go.
And as
What are you playing with?
as once we're in orbit, Mongo's gonna look around and said, "Man, they should have spelled this thing with a W. It is a wreck."
You're not wrong. All right. So, as I said, you guys have a few hours to kill. I need, first and foremost, another piloting check, which you
Got it.
guys, the rest of you, can aid if you have electronics or repair.
I do have repair, so I will attempt to aid.
Nope, I only have piloting, so I won't be able to aid.
Oof.
How about Josie, Harley?
Oh,
Does she have anything?
I think I aided.
Ooh.
You did. You give her a +2.
Which is good because I rolled a 4, so that brings us up to a 6.
Does Josie have electronics or repair? And does she want to help?
If I recall correctly, she did not have those. That's why she got paid less than
Sorry,
us.
Ah,
sorry. I had
that's
to
right.
something is weird about how these headphones work. You said electronics or
Repair.
something else? Repair?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have either of those.
Nope, I just checked. Because you were moving too slow for me.
Hold on.
All right. So course is set, and it actually ends up being a very smooth few hours. Now, since the asteroid itself is too close to Banshee, you can't use the gravity drive. So you guys are pretty much in 0G for as long as you're in Banshee's gravity well.
That's fun.
Yep. So if you're not moving around, it's always best to stay strapped in. During this whole time, Captain Alquist has sat down in the co-pilot seat, and he is taking a long, loud nap. Loud because
He's snoring like a son of a bitch.
he's snoring like a lifelong alcoholic.
Yeah, I'm glad I opted to take the helm on this one.
Indeed. Okay.
Pretty sure this thing's held together by duct tape and prayers.
Harley, since you're the only one who really, I don't know, Haruto doesn't either. So Haruto and Josie, neither of you really have much to do during the trip. So I need both of you to make a notice check.
Okay.
And I while they're doing that, because the snoring is getting on Lucia's nerves, she's gonna look around for something she can use for earplugs.
All right. So far, Haruto has a 2. Josie, you just got to click that roll button in the chat.
Gotta switch it to public role rather than private role.
Is that why?
It's showing up as public for me.
It
Well,
says mine is private, but I don't have any other options to
There
what
we
to
go.
do. Thank you.
So if you go down below that where it says it has the drop down menu there on the right,
Mm-hmm.
you can change it to a public role.
Oh,
Is
okay.
Josie wounded?
Josie is wounded, and she has not yet taken the time to heal herself.
I mean, I can do that. Probably
Indeed.
should do that.
But as everything levels out and you are now in 0G, or microgravity would be more accurate, you think you saw something move back towards the aft of the ship. It kind of looks like somebody was back there. What do you want to do?
Is that it to me?
Yes, that is to you.
Sorry, I'm still messing with the headphones. Were you?
It
You
wouldn't
said
be a
I
night
saw
show without
something.
technical difficulties.
That's
Nope.
very true. You said I saw something in the back of the ship, right?
Yeah, it looked like somebody just like walked across one of the hallways that you can see from your seat up front.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to seem too intimidating in case it is secretly someone I know, so I'm gonna like pull my knife out and have it off to the side, and then I'm gonna like walk back there very slowly. Maybe mention it to someone sitting next to me, because I don't know who's sitting next to me that isn't flying the ship.
Right
Be
now,
like, hey.
that would only be Haruto, who he looks like he's kind of nicely relaxed in his seat.
Okay, well, I don't believe in going anywhere alone, so you know, I saw somebody moving. I don't know who it was. All these people are accounted for.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was walking back there.
So what you're saying is that you need an escort.
I feel like those words are not very positive. But sure.
I will unstrap and pull out one of the machete
Okay.
that I have.
All right. So the two of you
Yeah,
start.
Mongo's just kind of free floating panel to panel, pulling stuff off, looking at it, shaking his head in disgust, and putting it back.
I like it.
All right. So as Josie and Haruto, you guys start hand over handing your way back. Are you going to keep your knife out? Because you kind of need both hands to maneuver.
I mean, I have my machete in my teeth as I'm
I was going
climbing.
to say, if he's got his machete, I'm not as concerned.
All right. So you guys make your way down the hall to where you're pretty sure you saw whoever it was step out of the hallway. And it appears to be the door to the engine room, which is currently closed at the moment, but what you gonna do? Josie.
What am I going to do?
Yeah. You're pretty sure whoever it was went through this door to the engine room.
Okay. Well, I don't really want to burst in there, so. Can I roll a stealth check to try to like open the door very quiet and sneakily?
Absolutely.
That's good.
Right now, you have a total of 2.
I feel like I'm gonna re-roll that.
So if
Ooh.
you click the little...
Oh.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, that's good.
That didn't spend a Benny, though, did it?
I don't think so.
So go ahead and toss one of your bennies. You still are currently failing.
Is Haruto any more sneaky than I am?
Well, you are stuck with the roll you've got because you're opening the door.
Oh, I guess that's true.
There's your Benny. Hey,
Oh, thank you.
you guys like those bennies?
Yeah. A Benny, a bullet. A bullet, a Benny.
All right. So you grab hold of the handle, and the handle is those old style wheel type doors meant to do an atmospheric lock. And you grab it and you're trying to turn it as quietly as possible. And it's turning. And because you're having to lean so hard into it, because this is an old beat up ship, as soon as the lock releases, the door swings open and you hear a dong. And you're looking into a dark room that has lots of little flashing like LED lights. A few screens are lit up here and there. Just at a quick glance, it definitely looks like some kind of like engine control room.
Am I seeing any people in there yet?
Make a notice check. All right. So with a total of 2. You think you see some movement off to your right, back behind what appears to be a shelf.
Okay. Well, now that I am in through the door, I'm gonna pull my knife out. Yeah, I'm gonna pull my knife out. That feels like the safest option in a room full of electronics.
Yeah, probably right.
I'm gonna pull that out, and we're gonna very as quietly as apparently I cannot be, make my way that direction.
Push off the wall and float over that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll float myself to just inside the doorway.
Okay.
And I'll kind of look around and see if there's any kind of like light switch, quote unquote, around here.
Yep. Just to your right, inside the door.
And then I will flick that on.
All right. So as the lights in the engine room come on, Josie, you see somebody back there as you're floating across, but as soon as the lights come on, there's no one there.
I hate that. Well, I guess I'm just gonna take a little walkie walk around and see if I see anything suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
No, do be suspicious so that I can catch you.
I'll stay
Please.
posted up in front of the door.
I should have clicked on the creepy music for that part, but I forgot. All
Worst
right.
DM ever.
I know, I'm terrible.
Is this chewing gum holding these wires together? What in the shit?
All right, so what you gonna do back there now, Josie?
Am I finding anything? Or have I truly lost my mind?
As far as you can tell, there is nobody back here. I mean, there's one set of shelves, and I failed on this again. I should have had a map done up of the ship, but I will have a map for the next time we have something happen on the ship, but that might be a while. But
So you're saying there's something happening?
yeah, I mean, she saw somebody else on the ship that wasn't you guys or Captain Alquist. But there is literally no place for anyone to hide back here that you can see.
Yeehaw. Well, that accomplished a lot. I feel great.
And you feel a
Haruto?
shiver go down your spine as you realize there's no place this person could have gone.
If there's a ghost on this ship, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm just saying. Like, we're already in space, and there's gonna be ghosts? I don't know if I could do that.
I mean,
Anyway.
Deadlands is a horror game.
And Space Ghost was a popular talk show host in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Does it look like I would remember that, Mike?
I'm pretty sure that stopped airing before she was born.
Yeehaw.
Now you're gonna have to look that up because she was born in 2002.
LOL. Imagine not knowing how old I am.
It's
I
gonna
tried to
Anyway.
forget.
to the Google.
To the Google. All right. So what are you gonna do now, Josie and Haruto?
Final episode aired May 31st of 2008, so fuck you.
Still would probably not have been age appropriate at the time for her.
No.
Yeah, have you met her father?
Yeah.
True. He'd have
Yeah, but have you've met my mother?
No, I'm
so-
not.
Mike has.
You haven't, but Mike has.
Welcome back
Sounds
to
like
How
I
I Met Your
at all.
Mother.
I'm sorry for that. That's your
be
loss,
fair.
there, buddy.
Blah.
A lot of Harley's personality can be explained by the fact that she was watching Dawn of the Dead, the new version, right after it came out on video. So at like 5 years old, she knew how to kill a zombie.
And I shall take that skill with me forever. For when the eventual zombie apocalypse occurs. I've also been watching Walking Dead, so I feel very prepared.
But apparently you can't find a ghost in an engine room, so what's that have to say
Okay,
about
well, that's Josie, not Harley.
Did, you
So-
check
fair.
did you check the shell?
Pretty sure I checked the shelf.
No, the shell.
The
That's where
shell.
ghosts like to hide.
Oh, I'm not really sure this is my pay grade, ghost hunting. And, isn't this ship falling apart anyway, as we're flying it through space?
You've got the space madness.
Ooh, very possible. I'm a little bit
I don't know that.
claustrophobic.
I'm not there. I'm in the cockpit.
Yeah. You're busy in the hole of Peni.
I'm sorry, what?
The hole of Peni.
What? Dad, you can just say penis. It's okay. I'm
No,
20
that's
now.
multiple.
I'm pretty sure penis is a singular term.
Penis is a singular. I was saying multiple. Peni.
Oh,
We're in multiple penile
I
holes.
prefer to say penises.
Penises?
Ooh, that's very fancy. Is that French?
That's a different game.
Yeah, it's a different show.
Oh.
Different deadlines.
All right.
So Josie's leaving the engine room.
She looks a little shaken.
Josie needs to take her antipsychotics. Sorry.
Well, I'll let her pass, and then I'll kind of glance around the room, and I will say, "Don't try anything in Onyx 1
Okay.
before I shut the door and leave."
All right. So once you guys get strapped back in, it is a very, very peaceful trip for the rest of it. As you're approaching the asteroid, you can see that it is nearly 10 miles across. Historically, that would put it about the size of the one that led to the extinction of the dinosaurs back on Earth. It's roughly cone-shaped, and the coordinates that you have for the placement of the warhead are on the wide end of the cone. And as Lucia is flying the ship around towards the coordinates, you can see that fortunately the wide end of the cone is actually pretty level for the most part.
So good spot to land.
Huh?
Good spot to land.
Yes. You need to make a notice check.
Okay, let's see what I notice. Let me have a foreign notice.
You got a D6 wild dice.
I know it, but it still makes me twitchy.
I got a 4.
All right. So you spot a suitable landing zone right about 300 yards starward.
What'd you say, Nick? Okay.
Oh, did he say
I
something?
do believe. No, it was to me.
Okay.
As he carried the baby upstairs, so I'm assuming there's a diaper emergency.
Oh, okay.
So if you need him, it's gonna be a minute.
All
But
right.
since I'm
But
actively doing stuff, he gets to deal with it and not me. So time to
as
leave the ship.
as you are looking around, you spot a suitable site about 300 yards starward from the landing zone.
Okay.
From the place that you need to be. I'm sorry. Still going to require a piloting check to see if you can land the Reckless safely.
Do I make a repair check to aid again?
Sure can.
Oh. I rolled a 2, so I think I will be spending a penny on that, regardless of him helping me.
Yeah, because I can't. What the fuck? Why is
Why
the
did it
landing
change?
gear instructions in?
There we go.
Well, that was better.
What'd you get?
A 3.
A 3?
That's
I
still
think I'm
not
spending
good.
another penny. Are you doing it for me, or am I clicking it?
I'll click it.
How about a 5?
A 5. That is enough to safely land the ship amongst the various, like, stalagmites would be the closest thing to how you would describe these things. The rock itself is this weird kind of obsidian looking type rock as you settle down. And there are lots of little chunks of it floating around, sizing from like coin size all the way up to like basketball size and even larger in some cases, all kind of floating around, held loosely in the very low gravity of this asteroid.
So we
And
hand out these armored spacesuits.
indeed,
Do you want to hand those out? Because I can't drag it off of the ship.
I will indeed start handing them out. All right, so Mongo it's 1. It didn't give you 4. It did give you 4 of those, didn't it?
It did, but I can
Okay. So just
change that
the
quantity to 1.
quantity then. Then we go to Haruto, change the quantities. That way you're not like overweighted. Josie and Lucia. So that will take it out of the cargo. And
And I
I
will
will
equip.
fix the quantity on there. All right, so each of these do have a small thruster system which would allow you to move in 0G, as well as spiked boots, so that way you can walk safely on the surface of the asteroid. And I think I need to change Haruto's quantity. I do. Because I think he is still AFK
Yes, he is still AFK.
with a potty emergency.
What was the question he was asking me for him?
I was changing his quantity on
He's changing your quantity on
spacesuits.
something, on spacesuits. He happened to be passing his.
And those have ballistic protection on them as well. Very nice.
Yep, these are the armored versions. All right, so I am going to change things up, and as you guys unload the nuke and start heading towards the location that you need to be, is he still busy with Gavin?
He's
Nope,
headed.
I'm here.
He headed. Okay, I was gonna say he's probably just back at his computer.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you guys are now carrying the nuke.
Excuse me.
It's easy enough to carry. One of you can actually carry it at this point. So who wants to be the person dragging the nuke?
First question: how long has it been since we left the space station?
About 15 hours or so since you left
right.
the planet.
All right. So someone who didn't heal their wounds has now got a permanent injury.
No, because she
Not
didn't
yet.
actually get injured. She didn't take an actual injury,
Okay.
but she has passed the point of being able to heal it with magic. Since she never
But-
told me she wanted to heal,
I'd like to heal, but then you distracted me with the ghost in the back of the ship. Cheryl says, "Stupid ghost in the back of the ship."
It was mentioned a couple of times.
all right, I'll let you go ahead, and if you want to cast your healing miracle on yourself, go ahead and give it a shot. It's under powers. Actually, I think it's on your traits page too. It is.
Sorry, your wife was talking to me.
Yeah, she does that.
She does, in fact.
That 5 is good enough. So that will remove your wound. And there we go.
I would like to not be dragging the nuke, as I need 2 hands to properly use my rifle.
I will pull the nuke at the back of the party.
All right, so let me swap out Mongo and Lucia.
You mean Haruto?
Or not Mon. Yeah, Haruto. I was moving the right person. Okay, so as you guys are making your move into this area, I'm going to move you up to about here. And I need everybody to make a notice check.
Ooh. I got a 9.
All right. See you coming in with the 9. We have Mongo with a 3, Haruto with a 2, and Josie with a 17. So
Wow.
as Josie and Lucia are walking ahead with their heads pretty much on a swivel, looking in all directions, both of you notice right here is what appears to be kind of a weird bubble in the side of this spike. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm feeling extra paranoid today after the ghost in the ship that we're not talking about. I would like to go look at said bubble.
Okay, go ahead and move up that way. It was up
Will
here.
you? Thank you.
Josie,
Right
what
up
are
here.
you
For those
doing?
of you listening instead of watching, that is on the north side of the map. Granted, I know that there is no north and south in space, but it is what it is.
See. Do I have to stay within my range?
Nope, you can
Or can
move
I
that
go
whole
back?
distance if you want.
Okay. I gotta ask what I'm doing. There's a weird thing over here. I'm choosing
Yeah,
to
I see the
investigate.
weird thing, but in a few minutes here, it ain't gonna matter.
True. However,
However,
could be interesting. You never know.
She's
Maybe
Um,
you can.
things.
And I step
I mean,
forward,
she is
just-
curious.
right?
I am.
Did I take
Always.
curious? I can't remember. I did take impulsive.
You did take impulsive, but not curious. All right, so Josie, as you approach this weird thing that you saw, it's kind of this weird, strange formation in the side of the rock. And it's really odd in that the rock itself looks like it's kind of a broken, shattered column. Like handmade column carved from whatever rock this is.
Interesting.
And as you're now closer to it, go ahead and make another notice check.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Wow. I'm
And another
noticing everything.
17. So you kind of are looking at it, and then you look down, and there's this kind of odd looking bluish white crystal kind of buried in the dust at the base of this column.
Oh. Shiny thing usually means money. I just want to emphasize.
Okay, what are you going to do?
Is there anything I can do to make sure it's not going to murder me?
I mean, you're not even sure what it is yet, so
Okay. I'm gonna take my knife and kind of like poke at the stuff around it, try to get a better look at it.
trying to clear it off a little.
Yeah.
Okay. So as they're still marching onward, it looks kind of odd. It's a weird blister-like thing that's covered in the dust from the asteroid. And you kind of see
Me as the player is
ins-
getting Stray vibes right now.
is getting what vibes?
With the new game where you play as a cat Stray, there are these things called Zerks.
Oh,
And I'm worried that that is a creature inside that bubble as a player. I don't think this occurs to Lucia, but
as you
just say it.
look down at this weird crystal and you clear out some more around it, the whole thing is about 10 feet long, few feet across, and it's roughly egg-shaped, and you can see what appears to be kind of an indistinct form inside of it.
Indistinct.
Yeah, like it could
Form,
be a hollow
meaning-
space, or it could contain like something else that's super shiny and like expensive. Or like Danny said, it could even be a creature.
Okay. Now that I'm equally as confused as I was when I first started, I'm gonna call over to my other very observant compadre, Lucia, and be like, "Hey, maybe come look at the shiny thing. Could either murder me or be more money."
All right, fine. Y'all go over there to see what the hell Josie found. Don't go too far without us.
Josie is right up here. I know that you can't currently see her.
I had a vague idea of where it was from earlier.
All right, and you see that as they're kind of lumbering across the plane,
And
she's
Mongo's
uncovering.
gonna speak up. Aren't we on a timer?
Not really, because you have a
all right.
remote trigger for the bomb.
Yeah.
Used to these things having a time frame. Well, let's go. I'll just post up over here then.
Okay.
I'll come between these two with the little mini nuke there.
Okay. Lucia, it looks like a big semi-translucent crystal, roughly egg-shaped, about 10 feet long, about 3 or 4 feet wide, and it looks like it's encasing something else that could be that looks kind of crystalline in shape.
Would this be a common knowledge check? Since I could probably see it from where I'm at.
actually, no.
Can I
What
look for a
ch-
way to open it?
What check would it be?
There is not a check currently because nobody anywhere has ever seen anything like this or has any knowledge of it.
Well, then
Ah, I would
I'm
just
going
like
to
to
roll an
say,
unskilled attempt just to see if, in my previous life, if anything like this ever came across the wire. And with a 3. Weird.
Okay, Lucia,
I'd
how are
look
you
for
going
a
to
way
try
to
and
open it.
open it?
Well, I want to look at it first and see if there's like anything obvious, like a latch or
No, it does not appear to be technological at all.
just okay. Um, okay. I'm not trying to break the damn thing, but can I like knock on it and see if,
So
like how
you
hard
reach
it is, and
down,
kind of just testing it.
kind of tap on it with your fist, and as soon
Oh,
as you
can I
do,
not use my fist? Can I use an item, please?
yeah, you can use an item.
I don't know if there's like a rock or I'll just
Yeah.
pull something from my inventory. Like I don't
I mean,
want to
if-
touch it with my bare hand.
If you literally
You're
look at
not
the
touching
map,
it with your
there's
bare hand.
tons of rock.
That's true.
You're in a
I'm gonna
spacesuit
pick up
right
a rock though. I am in a spacesuit, you're right, but I still don't want to touch it with my hand because what if badness?
now. All
There's
right.
rocks strewn all about, floating about even.
So as you grab a rock and you kind of tap on it real quick, after a few seconds of doing that, you notice that this outer crystal quickly dissolves away, revealing a weird looking creature. Here, let me introduce you to it.
As a player knew it was gonna be a critter. No! I don't like that.
Great.
Ah,
nothing has
It is
too
a
many legs
for,
to be
10-foot
the
allowed to
listeners,
exist.
giant
yeah,
millipede kind of critter for those of you listening. And
it's awful and
as
has like too many feet.
as it comes free of the crystal, it is going to suddenly lash out. Like you would have expected something that's coming out of any kind of stasis to take a moment to get its bearings, but it does not wait. It suddenly leaps out at Lucia, and it's going to get one action
I'm screaming.
in space.
So yeah, we're in
Nobody can
space.
scream.
Tell that to Star
I'm
Wars.
assuming they have some kind of like comm things and they can hear me because they heard me say I was going the fuck over
Yes,
there.
they can hear you over your comms. All
I'm
right.
not going to subject the listeners to me actually screaming.
You're no fun.
It will hurt me right now too, is the other thing. I am still recovering from the flu that y'all brought back from PAX.
Eh,
I don't know what you mean. PAX was months ago.
all right, here it goes. And it is going to succeed as it lashes out and jumping at you, bites you. It knocks
Son of
you
a
back.
bitch. How many damage am I taking?
I'm getting there.
He hasn't even rolled it yet.
Son of a bitch, I'm impatient.
And,
At least I'm paying attention.
oh, I need to undo that. Because it knocked you back. And right now, it is still floating in the air. Well, not in the air. It is floating above the ground, skittering its feet across the open space.
I don't like that.
But fortunately, your spacesuit managed to protect you.
Okay, good.
All right. And that will take us into combat. Ooh, who is that?
What?
Coffee.
Coughing? Me.
And of
Hence the not
course,
wanting to scream.
the James got the Joker.
I did get the Joker. And as it's
Oh, come
flailing
on.
there, this time it is going to take the 0 gravity penalty. Because it has nothing to push off of. So it is going to have a -2 to all of its rolls. And it tries to bite you again. And it misses its bite.
Motherfucker.
And at the end of its turn, it is going to get another roll. Okay. As it makes a vigor check, which it succeeds with a 6, thanks to the Joker. It's going to get to stay into this little play, at least for another moment. And at the end of its turn, we go to Mongo. If it'll.
Mongo turns the rifle.
Ending the
Why is
turn.
it not one? It ended on my side.
Oh, okay.
But Mongo turns his newly acquired M21 because he's got the ammo for that. Plants his feet into the dirt because he's got, the spacesuit that allows him to do that. And looks at this thing and says, "Only good bug's a dead bug."
See,
Yes.
We're going to give it a 3-round burst.
I think that should be the title.
All right. That is a success.
Success, not a raise. Let me click the 3-round burst damage.
All right. Total of 13, causing a single wound. But that is enough to cause it to kind of float free, and it's quite messily dead. Now, as that ends the fight rather quickly, as you guys are looking around, you see hundreds upon thousands of these little blue and whitish crystals kind of poking up out of the dirt in various spots.
Oh, fuck.
okay, Lucia, I'm going to say this. I'm going to apologize for my actions and recognize that this is why the saying is
Yeah.
curiosity killed the cat. This cat, too curious. Stopping the curiosity. Let's blow it up. I'm done.
There you go. And because your
Well,
curiosity
the good
got the
news
group
is
in
we're
trouble.
going to nuke this shit into a...
Hey, I got a bevy of them.
Get our job done. Get the fuck off.
One of
It was
you
a
two,
pretty shiny thing.
one of you two bug singers, drag that thing along. We might be able to sell it for some coin to get.
I mean, you are
studied.
playing your character. Do I get...
You get what?
Follow.
'Cause you're cutting out really bad on my end. Oh, Danny.
Touch it. What if it has some, like, space herpes?
You
Huh?
you unleashed it, grab it, bring it along because somebody might want to buy it. I have no idea what that thing is. Do you?
And what if it has some god-awful space herpes that's going to infect everybody and kill all of the people on Banshee?
Maybe you should have thought about that before you touched the thing.
That's why I didn't touch it with my hand.
All right.
Can we at least, like, leave it here till we get the thing planted and get it on the way back? I really don't want to touch it.
We won't know where it is. Gravity.
Gravity's very low here.
It's already starting to float away because I shot it.
Reluctantly grab the bug carcass, and I hate it.
All right. As you continue on your way. You get to the coordinates. And I need a smarts check to deliver the nuke to the exact coordinates.
Who does it?
I got a D6 in smarts.
Same here.
One of you two should then. I got a 6 in smarts.
I mean, all of you can do it.
Josie, what's your smarts die?
Smart am I? Not that smart.
D6.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
All right, who wants to make the roll? He got it with a success.
All right. So you don't waste any time. You place it down right where you see kind of like, it looks like almost like two tectonic plates have met up against each other. And now you understand why they wanted it placed here. And then you start making your way back to the Reckless and need a piloting check to lift off and fly to a safe distance.
I will try to fix another thing to help that. No.
No aid. All right, Lucia, make
Piloting.
your piloting check.
Leave our bug corpse in
About
the
to
cargo
fire
bay.
this.
You got a 5?
Okay. That was a 3, but I'm going to Benny it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll it in the thing now because my Tiger Eye dice kind of hate me tonight.
Look at that.
Oh, hey, look, a success.
Better.
All right, so you fly the ship out, and
You-
you're pretty sure that the
Take off your spacesuit because you're not strong enough to wear it for a prolonged amount of time.
You're pretty
didn't-
sure that
Take it off. Sorry.
this boat has not seen as gentle a hand as yours in a very long time. And once you guys are clear at a safe distance, I honestly don't care who, but one of you triggers the warhead.
We already know it's Mongo.
Okay, it's Mongo. There's a bright flash of blinding light, and as you're watching, rather than being deflected by the blast, the asteroid shatters, sending hundreds of smaller pieces out like shrapnel. And as you guys are watching against all known physics, the vast majority of these much smaller pieces, which at least should burn up in the atmosphere, all hurtle towards Banshee.
Shit.
I'm
That's not good.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Mongo did it.
whoever sent this laid the most
no.
intricate trap that has ever been laid as we just bugged the fuck
no.
out of Banshee.
But on the plus side, it's not going to be an extinction level event with one hit.
That's fair. Do we have comms on this thing?
Yes, you do, but you need to actually be directly in orbit, almost directly over the place you're trying to talk to, just because of the winds on Banshee interfere with radio traffic.
Well, that sucks.
Drive it like you stole it. We gotta warn them.
Okay.
I gotcha. I'm on it. Am I
So
piloting again?
you guys, no piloting this time.
What?
You guys are able to
okay.
make a quick run back to Temptation. Pardon me. And tell the BDF what's happening.
The big dumb fucker?
No, Banshee Defense Force.
Oh, okay.
Close enough.
And that night, you guys, when you're outside, see the asteroid shards entering the atmosphere. And it is a stunning show. And as you're watching, you notice that surprisingly few of those meteorites are burning up on re-entry as they streak across the sky.
Yet.
And it kind of sends a shiver down your spines, knowing that, well, yes, you saved Banshee from sudden extinction. You just unleashed what could be thousands of those weird millipede creatures on the unsuspecting populace of Banshee.
I was telling everybody to expect big giant bugs when those shards come down.
And that's where we'll pick up next time. Can you believe it's already been an hour?
No, I can't.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching and or listening. Check out poppetscoffee.com for some of the best damn coffee on the planet. If you want to help us out and make our shows better, head on over to our Patreon. You can find the link directly on our website, www.knightsofthesmithtdinnertable.com. And check us out on all of our socials, with the primary one being Twitter, @KnightsDinner, over there on Twitter. We aren't leaving there yet. Everything seems to be holding fine, so we're just going to keep rolling with it for now. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
This game references the Savage Worlds game system, available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Contents Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle, and all rights are reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings and unique characters, locations, logos, and trademarks are copyrights of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. The Knights of the Smith Dinner Table logo, Colony of the Damned, and the Knightsmith Games logo are all intellectual property of Knightsmith Games, LLC.